Okay, what is fragile? And once we define fragile, things are very easy because antifragile, the opposite flows from it. Okay. The best way, and it took me a long time to figure it out, to define fragile, is to say that this object does not like disorder. And this is the harm, okay? If I jump 10 meters, I'm a lot more harmed than if I jump more than 10 times 1 meter. It's not linear, okay? So you need the evidence that you're having close to zero risk at the level of the ecosystem. And that's how Mother Earth manages. How? It never takes systemic risk. It takes local risks confined to one area. You start out antifragile not by making bets that pay big and have small losses, but by doing what you do with that, while avoiding bets that make huge losses.
Just now you mentioned that you could measure fragility and antifragility, and I was wondering whether you could walk us through a demonstration of that, perhaps using the case of Singapore, since we're here. So what is the antifragility of Singapore now versus 5 or 10 years ago?
Fragility or antifragility that you measure is with respect locally to a certain variable based on acceleration of harm, and I can infer. So it's something very precise. The antifragility of a country is something you can discuss, but you have fragility and antifragility with respect to different variables. So you have to specify the thing. I am certain that your generation in Singapore is probably not as strong as the parents simply because you've had a comfortable life. This works too well, no? So I'm sure that you have that. So I'm not going to give you any information that you didn't get from your parents, all right? What does the business cycle do is it makes those who need to fail early. They fail early and then go become professors, and it's harmless, it's great, all right? But if you let them fail too late, what would happen? Exactly what we had in America under Greenspan. You fail too late, you have a lot of accumulated risks on the books, so it becomes very hard.